Thanks, Pastor Brown. So I call him Coach because he's my basketball coach at the War College. So he has a lot of different names, Colonel, Pastor, and Coach. So I know if I mess up, they're probably going to make me run laps at practice on Wednesday. So I got to make sure I have a good briefing. But so I just want to talk really quickly about how do we match personal goals with military service. And I think for a lot of us, that's often tied with misperceptions that we have about the Army or misperceptions that we have about the military. So I'm going to try to kind of tie all those things together. So, you know, for all of us, look, some of our personal goals are going to be financial. All right, we all want to have make a living that we can take care of ourselves and take care of our family, and the military and the Army is a great place to do that. I always say, show me a job where somebody with a high school degree can make, you know, over $25,000 right off the bat with full health care, education benefits, high potential for promotion. You can't find it out there in the civilian world. It's very, very rare, and the military does offer that. So, you know, a lot of times there's this misperception that, well, people in the Army don't make a lot of money. If you get out the pay charts and you put civilian versus Army pay side by side, the Army pay is very, very competitive. And like I said, the healthcare is top notch. Healthcare, dental, all those things. So that's one of those goals that really does match a personal goal with service in the Army. Another one is education. And I think there's often a misperception that people in the Army are not educated. That is absolutely not true. The requirements to actually get into the Army are very, very, it's hard. Only 29% of America's youth, 17 to 24, can qualify to get into the Army. Less than 1/3 of our kids in high school and people that have graduated can get into the Army for whatever reason. And a part of that is they have to pass an educational exam and score high enough to enter into the Army. So the folks that come into the Army are really top notch, are really America's finest young people. And the other thing is, once you get into the Army values education. If you look at all of us, the Army has taken us out of our jobs for a full year and put us into school so that we can come back out and serve, and we've had time to reflect and write and grow. Now we're sick of writing papers, but we are learning a lot. So that value on education is very high in the Army, and it's something that I think all of us want for us and for our children to get a great education. The Army has tuition assistance, so while you're serving, the Army will pay for you to go to college. And then once you finish your enlistment in the Army, you can take those Montgomery GI Bill benefits, and that will go towards paying for free college. So if you serve in the Army for 2 or 3 years, you can get out and go to college for free. And again, there's nowhere else in the civilian world that will do that. So that's another one of those personal goals that ties in very closely with service in the military and service in the Army. And the last one I would say is your job, your employment. We all want to work in a job that we're passionate about, that we enjoy. And again, one of those misperceptions of people in the Army is we think people in the Army are what we see in the movies, right? We watch American Sniper or The Hurt Locker or TV shows on the military, and we think everybody in the military is an infantryman. Now, I am an infantryman, so I do kind of fit the stereotype there. But in the Army, there are many, many different types of jobs. I always say the Army has more boats than the Navy and more planes than the Air Force. Doctor, lawyer, working with animals, veterinarians. There's an incredible amount of different job opportunities in the Army that you can get into. So that's something, as we look at our youth, getting them to see that serving in the Army does not mean being on the front lines and being in combat and being a grunt infantryman like me. And I think when you hear these ladies talk, you'll see some of the different opportunities that are there for as far as job and as far as employment. So those are kind of the three main things I wanted to talk about for personal goals: financial, educational, and then actually getting a job that you like, where I think the military does a great job of providing those for us. So with that, I'll turn it back over.